NoAgendaShow.com.
I'm sitting here on the phone with Joe from Manchester, who just had one of the most dramatic things happen to him that I think has ever happened to a Free Stater. Normally I wouldn't interview someone over the phone, but Joe, tell me what happened this morning, April 17th.
Well, I guess it was around noon. There was a loud bang on my door outside of my kitchen. So I went and looked, and there was a Manchester policeman at the front door. So I told my roommate Mike, like there's a cop outside. We were talking about Warren Canario Jim Johnson getting arrested and how he should call and maybe check if he had a warrant out. But so I went up to the door and I locked it. I locked the deadbolt. And I told them I don't talk to police, and they said that they had a warrant for the arrest of someone. I said I'd like to see that warrant. They basically told me to keep opening the door, and I said I'm not going to open the door until I see a warrant. At which point they started threatening to kick down the door, and basically. I kept saying I wasn't going to open the door until I saw a warrant, and that was until, they pretty much unholstered their weapons on the outside of my door, and they said that they were going to kick in this door and take me to jail if I did not open up. So
okay, now, if you can go back, they did what with the weapons again?
They're sidearms or pistols.
What did they do with them?
They unholstered them and were pointing them at the ground. When they were outside of the door. When I opened the door, they drew them and basically pointed them at me and at Mike, while we were in my kitchen.
Did they have their fingers on the triggers?
I wasn't really paying attention. Dave, to be completely honest, I was kind of in shock. And, I've never had police barge into my house before, so it was, that wasn't the first thing I guess I was looking at. But Mike pretty much immediately came out and told them, to calm down. I'm Mike. I'm the one you're looking for. You guys don't need to have your guns, raised. And so at which point, they put their firearms back in their holsters, and basically said, well, he wasn't opening the door. Well, we felt threatened by, him not opening the door and such things like that. And, they pretty much just gathered up Mike and went on their way.
Oh, how long did it take total, would you say?
Probably like 5-6 minutes while they were in my house. And then, they waited outside for another like 5 or 6, probably maybe like 10 minutes out in the rain.
Did you?
To the paddy wagon to pick Mike up.
Did you get any badge numbers or names?
Yes, I got that on video. The video is on my YouTube channel, and there's video of me getting the police badge numbers and their names. So.
Good. Were they cooperative in giving you their names?
At first, I had to ask them a few times, but once the first one gave it up, they all gave it up. So.
Okay. Anything else unusual about the incident?
I mean, outside the fact that it's from a warrant from, Nashville, from something that happened 3 weeks ago. I personally have never heard of anything like that. And, Mike and I were discussing it last night, actually, and we thought that was kind of weird. But, they can just pull out charges from, whenever. Doesn't matter how long ago it happened. So, I don't know. I'm kind of curious as to how this is going to go, just because, Mike is on bail, PR bond from his previous arrest, and so with this arrest, he may be in until his next trial, which is yet to be scheduled. The courts are so backed up that they haven't sent him a letter scheduling his previous trial, so he could be sitting in the cage for quite some time, which is very unfortunate.
Well, I guess with the with what they're doing today, the courts will be even more backed up.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Okay. Well, any other thoughts, Joe?
Nope, I think that's it.
All right. Thanks for your time, and we'll see you out there.
Thank you very much, Dave.
You kidnappers have a good day.
Where are we going to?
When you wake up in the morning, it's great to hear. The No Agenda Show is here. But there is nothing to see here. Look back and forth like you're covering up for a